Jai Hind to everyone. I am your history teacher, Ashutosh Kumar Singh. My dear all students, before starting the first chapter of history, I would like to point out that the students of class 7th are showing great dedication and duty towards online teaching. So I am very happy and wish you for bright future. My dear students, this is your first class for history subject today. And I hope you are going to listen very carefully about first chapter. Just you are watching the cover page of your history book. And the first chapter, tracing changes through 1,000 years, is a very interesting. So let's start. Tracing changes through 1,000 years. Try to understand that. What is the sense of tracing changes? Means, what do you mean by tracing changes? It means to mark out about such changes whatever had been seen during 1,000 years. Means we are going to find out about great changes through 1,000 years or over 1,000 years. When we read about the introduction of this lesson, we mention about two maps. Map first was made by the Arab geographer named Al-Idrisi. Means Al-Idrisi was a Arab geographer, and this map was made in 1154 CE in the 12th century, showing the Indian subcontinent. Now let's watch. The second map was made by a French cartographer named Guillaume Delisle. I would like to mention the word cartographer. Dear student, cartographer is a specific word. Cartographer means a person who makes maps. Second map was made in 1720s, and take care, map 2 was made nearly 600 years after the making of map first. Now let's see about the maps. Take care. Both maps are completely different. However, they are related to same area, and this area is Indian subcontinent. The location of India and Sri Lanka is different in the first map because Sri Lanka island is at the top and place names was marked in Arabic language. We find that second map is very useful because places, coastal areas are detailed. Look at carefully both maps. You can find differences easily. We find changes about the science of cartography. We can say that there is need to understand different historical facts. Now let's move on the topic new and old terminologies. First, understand the meaning of terminologies. What do you mean by terminology? Okay, start. Terminology means the special words that are used in a special subject or activity. Okay, we find many special words when we study about our pastime. This can be related to documents, photographs, news reports, etc. Dear students, try to understand that historical records, languages, and the meaning of words change with the time. For example, the word Hindustan, today we understand it as India. Okay? My dear, in the 13th century, Hindustan word was used by the Persian and Mughals to mean the area around the Indus River Valley in northwest India, means Punjab, Haryana, and the lands between the Ganga and Yamuna rivers, but not for the South Indian areas. There is an important question in this topic, that who was Minhaj al-Siraj? Students, Minhaj al-Siraj was a 13th century Persian historian. He used the term Hindustan. Here you are watching a word, chronicler. Chronicler means a person who writes accounts of important historical events. Means Minhaj al-Siraj was a chronicler. Okay. In the early 16th century, Babur used Hindustan to describe the geography, the fauna and the culture of the inhabitants of the subcontinent. The 14th century poet Amir Khusro used the word Hind, while the area of geographical and cultural entity like India did exist, the term Hindustan did not carry the political and national meanings which we associate with it today. Students know the meaning of fana and about the cultural entity. Fana means a period of time and entity means elements, जिसको हम हिंदी में तत्व कहते हैं. Okay? Now students, read this paragraph and try to think about other words whose meaning change in different contexts. At last, I would like to tell you the meaning of context. Context means the situation in which something happens. Okay, now I hope you are ready to answer my questions. I am going to ask some important question on the basis of this discussion, whatever I have told you. Okay.